Hi, this is John from Fun King, and welcome to our ongoing series where we use video to review some of our favorite investment websites. Today we're going to go with an opinion and information website which we find extremely useful, and it is The Economist. The Economist is the website for The Economist magazine, a very famous business magazine that is printed out of the UK. Why is The Economist important? The Economist is important because almost every influential fund manager, every influential business leader, every influential political leader pays attention to what's in The Economist every week. The opinions expressed are strongly expressed, but they also represent what I would call enlightened international consensus. Now, why is it important to know what consensus is? Because if you know where you're starting from, you can build a much better view of where we're heading to. So we find this to be a very good resource to find out what other people are thinking, but also it contains a tremendous amount of very useful information in and of itself. If you go to the full content section, you'll see how the magazine is structured. It basically has some leaders, and these are sort of the opinions that the Economist editorial board has. It goes through some of the major issues of the day. It'll then do a whole section on the United States because the Economist views the United States as the largest economy and very important. You'll have the Americas, so it covers Central and South America as well. A section on Asia. This is becoming more and more important, obviously. The Middle East and Africa, which should not be ignored. And then I like this section here, the business section, which sometimes you can actually think of it as a series of case studies. And if you follow the magazine over the years as I have, you actually get some great ideas from this section. Then you move into finance and economics, which is usually sometimes helpful, sometimes not. And then the science and technology section, which is very helpful for investors because they get some great writers in there to explain in very clear terms what's going on with the new technologies. And often when you read through these articles, you'll get some very good ideas. And so when the technologies are presented to you in an investment case, you have a very good background and a very good starting point. Now, the way to consume The Economist. There are several different ways to consume The Economist. The easiest and probably most common way is to subscribe to the magazine itself. They will ship the magazine anywhere in the world and they'll price it in any currency you can think of. I, however, prefer to use the audio option. And if you go here, they have an audio edition, which is the magazine read to you, and you can actually receive it on your iPod or your iTouch or your iPhone, whatever you like, through the iTunes store. And this is, for me, a fantastic option because I can listen to it while I'm exercising or while I'm driving in the car. And then if there is an article that actually strikes my fancy or I want to do some further research on, I can always jump back into the website and go from there. There are other sections in here. There's a great business and finance section, which sums up all the business and finance stories that they have. There's a great section, the technology quarterly, that comes out once a quarter. That is a must read for anyone who's interested in investing in technology. And generally, it's just a very, very useful site, a very useful magazine, and I highly recommend it to anyone, particularly those in the United States, who really need to get a world view. I think it's fair to say that in the United States, a lot of people concentrate primarily on the United States being the largest economy, but as we all know, there are tremendous investment opportunities outside the United States as well as inside the United States. So take a look at the website. I think you'll find it to be very useful. It is a paid website. You do have to pay for it, but I think it's well worth the money. Thank you for listening and watching this presentation. This is John from funking.com. Best of luck with your investments, and I hope that The Economist can be part of that.